I'm Jack Miller, the president and CEO of T360, and I'm here today with our executive vice president over technology and partner in T360, Travis Saxton, the man, the myth, the legend, to talk to us a little bit about we have an event coming up in October, the T3 Technology Summit. This is a building on our 10th year of our leadership summit. We started a technology summit last year, which went, I think, really, really well. We tried some new things. We're doing a lot of new stuff. So I brought Travis on board to give us a little sneak preview, a sneak peek into what is going to come for our summit this October. So Travis, welcome, and tell us a little bit about the Tech Summit. What is it? What's it for? And then what do we have coming?
Thanks, Jack. Well, first of all, I think last year we set out to create an event that was unlike any other. We wanted to make sure that we ditched the convention of booths and tables and selling and really get rid of all that junk. If you ask me, I hate going to conferences for that point. Everybody goes for networking and mingling, and then it's like, oh, and then there's this vendor hall, right? So we really redid this last year, and we created a couple different tracks and opportunities for people to engage with the content, and we really curated or collaborated with the companies in the space to create a story around the T3 Tech Summit. And so it was really fun. I mean, we spent 3-4 months for every immersive experience that we created. And that's the kind of the linchpin of this event are these immersive experiences. You come in, you get to touch, you get to feel, you get to play with and see the future of real estate technology. So that started last year. We had, I think, about 12 of them, somewhere around there. And they were all different, from top of the funnel to future of teams, to the future of data and real estate, the future of home search and stuff like that. This year, we're upping our game, and we're going to have more of those. So we're upping it to 14.
I'll just throw up a few pictures from last year's events, because I think it really shows the nature of these, how different this is from normal kind of conference experiences where we set these rooms up with furniture and digital displays, and we did a bunch of these floor to ceiling digital walls, which is super cool. So this is the nature of it, a little bit more of a lounge experience. This is a great exhibit right here that we did with the Ty Stockton group that was really, really powerful. So just wanted to give people a visual concept of what that is.
It was very unorthodox. Like, you got to kind of look behind the curtain of some of the biggest companies in the space. Let's take CoreLogic as an example. We got to see almost every piece of data that they had on a property and how you could actually access that and use that in the storytelling. And it really opened the eyes to the industry that, wow, even myself as let's say a 500 agent brokerage or 400 agent brokerage or smaller, I can access this stuff. I could use it, but without having that conversation and seeing that vision, it's really inaccessible, because they're not necessarily a client of CoreLogic. At this moment, they might have an enterprise platform or something like that, and it's not something that comes to their mind. So untapping that potential in the industry was a huge part of this. Now, one of the things I loved about planning for this year was when we did venue selection. We had to really think outside the box, because we set the conference up. We kind of set ourselves up for having to up our games ourselves. And so when we looked at we kind of narrowed it down to 3 venues in Denver and Austin and Fort Worth, Texas. And I really needed to get in there and see how the flow of the traffic would go and how the technology could be orchestrated in the event, because it's so technology centric that we ended up choosing an amazing venue at the Omni Hotel in the Stockyard, or in the middle of Fort Worth, Texas. And it is just amazing. We're going to have 14 immersive experiences wrapped around a top 20 companies to watch list in the middle. And it's going to be really cool that T360 has curated every ounce of this technology with our team.
So any previews here? Who's coming? What experiences are we putting together right now? I know your team has been hard at work at that the last month or so, and that it's right. It's all in it's in the workshop right now, but what's in the workshop? What can we expect to see?
Yeah, we got a couple things in the workshop. Obviously, artificial intelligence, even at the T3 Summit, is a huge topic. So we're going to have 2 immersive experiences solely dedicated to artificial intelligence. One's going to be a collaboration of the top AI innovators in real estate. And then we're going to have one talking about practical applications of AI, working with Close and how you can use it to create marketing, lead routing, and stuff like that. So some amazing stories there. We've obviously got CoreLogix up in the game again with data, and they're ready to bring it more mainstream into the hands of brokerages. That's a huge one there too. So you're going to see another evolution of CoreLogix data at the event. You're going to see the future of home ownership, home consumership with the ShowingTime Plus crew, and how the consumer is engaged throughout the funnel. That's a unique story where you're going to see a lot of the narrative around the new ShowingTime Plus, how to access data more, how to supercharge your tech stack if you are a ShowingTime Plus client. You're going to see modernization of real estate software. We're actually collaborating with Lone Wolf and bringing an open API ecosystem, which is a breath of fresh air to a lot of brokerages, and how you can access your accounting or transaction data and do more lead to close reporting and stuff like that. So we're excited. There's a lot of other keeping it under the wraps, but amazing experiences that are brewing. One of them I thought was interesting is we're also looking through the lens of the largest growing consumer segment in residential real estate.
Love this one.
And looking at Latitude Ventures and how they engage the Hispanic community, and how the technology can actually help engage that subset of the population, which is one of the largest, if not the largest, growing population in residential real estate. So technology and consumer profiling, consumer segmentation, all mixed together in the same experience. So cool.
Yeah, that was Gary Acosta spoke at our T3 Summit in May. And I thought his talk was amazing. And the fact that we've now got that whole organization and their venture arm on board to really bring this, I think it's going to open a lot of eyes as to the possibilities in the Hispanic market and in the broader market as well, because some of those innovators, they're focused on everything with a real strong growth market. So I'm excited about that room as well. So remind us of the dates and what people need to do to get registered to come.
Yeah, so t3summit.com. Click on the technology tab, and that's going to take you to our tech summit, which is October 23rd to the 25th at the Omni Hotel in Fort Worth, Texas. We've got an amazing array of content planned for you. Our keynote speaker, awesome. I mean, United Nations. He's been all over the world. Luke Williams, and boy, awesome stuff that he's bringing to the table. Innovation and change in this era. Our pitch battle, we're upping our pitch battle too, and so that was received well last year, like a March Madness style pitch battle. You get to see a head-to-head audience collaboration. That was a really neat angle there. But I think the biggest quote or takeaway was from one of our immersive experience partners last year, who's very involved this year. And they said, you know what? And it's not just the T3 Tech Summit, it's the T3 Summit as well. But he said he said it best: the collision effect at a T360 event is off the charts. Like, you're gonna be walking down the hallway and you might run into the head of Remax, or the CTO of Keller Williams, or the owner of this mega brokerage or franchise. And it's just like one after another, and they're all there to learn and collaborate. So I love that story of the collision effect. And last year we set almost 1,000 meetings between those that were done technologically through the app, and then just messaging through the networking features of the app and stuff like that. So we're ready to up the game with a huge networking space dedicated to setting meetings and learning as well.
That's awesome. Well, I'm super pumped for it. This is turning into a new kind of event for the industry, which is always exciting, with such a focus on that collaboration and networking, like you talked about. Really, really great. So I know we're going to do some more of these to give people some more, a little bit more peeking behind the curtain as we get some of those rooms put together. So I look forward to exploring that more with you over the next few weeks as we get all the experience rooms designed and we can start sharing them with the audience.
Awesome. Thank you, Jack.
Great. Thanks, everybody. Register at t3techsummit.com, October 23rd through 25th. We'd love to see you. See you then.